The springtime is a busy time of year for us. And it's time of the year that the calves have been born, and it's time to identify the calves as our own by branding them, earmarking, vaccinating. Made it to camp all right.
Glenn Shelley has been manager of the Rattlesnake Creek Ranch near Burns, Oregon since 1989.
Okay, you can grab that other horse, Gene.
This weekend, Glenn is leading a small crew of friends and family to the foot of King Mountain. Here, they'll round up and brand this year's calves.
Let's put this cooler over here in the shade, Dad.
But just as important as doing the work is passing on the tradition.
My dad and grandfather and his grandfather were cowboys, buckaroos, brought up with this lifestyle, and I passed it on to my daughter and my son, Manel and Wyatt. We're just trying to stay as much tradition as we can, from the gear to the way we handle the cattle.
The hand-braided rawhide reins and riatas, silver bridles, and highly individualized neckwear are all part of the vaquero or buckaroo tradition.
Hey! How's Hattie Mae? Ain't seen you in a long time. We really like to encourage the kids to come along. That's how they learn. It's important to me because it's vanishing.
For ranch kids like Hattie Mae and Noah Mort, this is a way of life, but there's no guarantee they'll stay.
It's hard to get young people now to come and work on a ranch, for instance, because of the high-paying jobs. It's something that you have to have a desire for, because it's not the money. You hold that side, James, I'll hold this side. Okay, hold on.
This spring, Glenn has an eager student in 14-year-old James Mail.
James is from a town, but he's a real hard worker, and he showed a lot of interest in wanting to be a buckaroo and learn how to do things. So we've kind of taken him in and helping him along and going to teach him. There you go, just right.
Every Friday for the last few months, James has been making the trip out from Burns to Rattlesnake Creek.
When I first started with Glenn, I was sort of scared because I didn't know the place. I've never been out this way before, so pretty intense when I first started.
Okay, turn this way.
With camp set up, the work of rounding up the cattle begins. This is Noah Mort's favorite part.
I like rounding up the cows. It's fun because I get to ride my horse.
Gonna send Jason and Carrie and Jana and Hattie Mae and Noah. You guys are gonna take the outside to the west. All right.
For Noah, Hattie Mae, and the others, it's time to get to work. But for now, James will have to be content to watch.
I like to ride, but Glenn won't let me because I'm not that good of a rider. When I see little kids riding horses like that, I think, wow, I'm really proud that people like Hattie and Noah that live on the ranch that could do that. So hopefully I get to where I can ride.
At the age of 7, Noah is not only a good rider, but also well on his way to mastering the fundamentals of the roundup.
The cows are in front of you, and you on your horse behind them, and your horse pushes them over. You push the cows to wherever you want them.
In the fall, these cattle will be rounded up again, sold at auction, and then processed for the beef industry. But for now, they range in relative freedom. It takes the crew a couple of rides to find them all in the timber. When the count comes up full, work is done for the day.
We had a good day today. We lucked out for weather. It didn't rain and snow on us. It's a little cool right now, but we'll just have to snug up a little closer to the fire tonight. It'll be nice by morning, hopefully. Somebody like their steak well done? Do you want a potato?
Yes, please.
All right.
Thank
So it's
you.
going to be hot.
Now what we gotta do is try and knock each other down. You got.
Oh, come on, hang on, James.
The Old West is actually one of my favorite things. The way they ride their horses and the way they teach people and the way they like the Old West.
Well, the rain was a-pouring down. There was water over the ground.
I wish I could have been there when it was there.
We're getting cold within the hour.
Whenever
Are you
you're
ready
ready,
yet for breakfast?
we're on it. Whenever you're ready.
Everyone's up early on branding day, even if the sun isn't.
Looks like it's going to be a nice day. It's a little cloudy, but that's fine. We'll take anything but rain.
Doing this work the old-fashioned way means the burn barrel will have to stay hot. A corral is fashioned from what's on hand.
We've got a two-sided wire lot, and then I call it the portable corrals. We use pickups and horse trailers to do the other two sides. We're ready! Where's the beef?
James's job will be wrestling the calves to the ground.
I've been to brandings before, but I haven't done it lately. I might be doing a little bit today, so pretty excited.
Ready? Good job, James. Keep a hold of him. Keep it tight. You're gonna have to grow a couple inches. Yeah.
9-year-old Hattie Mae shows us that even a working cowgirl has time for fashion.
My dad's gonna trade my nail Shelly for these cheap.
But don't let the Hello Kitty scarf and all the pink fool you. Hattie Mae is here to work.
There you go. Good job.
This is usually my main job. Sometimes I cook them. They're actually very yummy.
On the range, they're called Rocky Mountain oysters. These cattle are being raised for beef, and turning the bulls into steers is all part of the process.
If they're steers, then they are built that way to put on weight, and that's the name of the game, because we sell pounds of beef.
A full third of Harney County's jobs are generated by ranching and agriculture, but the economy here often runs in a less formal way.
In a community like this, neighboring is a very important thing. It takes from 6 to 8 ropers plus ground crew, and it's hard to employ that many on the ranch at that time. So it's important to be neighborly and have a fun time doing it. You get that close up?
The fun is not without a little friendly competition.
The least amount of misses, the most with cattle is the best roper. Oh man, he had him, he let him go.
This is also where a cowboy's or a cowgirl's skill at handling the calves makes all the difference.
Sure, they're a little stressed because they're away from their mother for a time, but you'll hear the calves bawling. But the guys that are roping have been doing it for years. That's their job, is to take care of that calf first. Then once we get him on the ground, and he's only there for about 30 seconds, and he's up and he's back. So, all right, we're good here. In about a day's time, they totally forgot about it, and they're on eating grass and doing what they're supposed to do.
In a few hours, some 175 calves have been processed. and a time-honored tradition passed along to another generation.
I'm getting a little tired. Hard work. I just like ranching the best because being outdoors and riding and stuff like that. I think I might be a rancher when I grow up.